This YCN segment is brought to you by New London Hospital, an affiliate of Dartmouth-Hitchcock.
My interest in alternative energy was peaked back in the mid-'70s when we had energy crisis of that time. Well, Catherine and I made the decision now 6 years ago that we needed to transition to solar here at the bookstore. So we put in a 11.5 kilowatt system. It allowed us not to have an electric bill. So for a small business, each month, saving on electricity is, was significant. So since in the past 6 years, we've not had an electric bill. And the way it works here in New Hampshire is that when we overproduce, we bank credit. Eversource, our electric company, will bank credit for us. And we're able to draw on that throughout the year, and especially over the winter when we're not producing enough. Those credits enable us to be free of an electric bill for the entire year. And I think what that set up was a situation where we not only were able to benefit economically, but obviously there's environmental benefits as well. We're not dumping all this carbon into the environment. And we wanted to be a model for other businesses that you can make this transition and make it work both economically as well as environmentally. We became the second bookstore in the country to go 100% solar, the first east of the Mississippi, and certainly in New England, the first bookstore that went solar, beat us by a couple of months, and that was a bookstore out in Tucson, Arizona. And we felt that, well, you don't have to try very hard out there. So this was even more significant. So we pride ourselves on being a model for other businesses, that this can happen. And it was cost effective, thanks to a number of grants. So the lessons that we've learned over the years is that, first of all, the cost of the photovoltaic arrays, the panels here, have come down something like 70% just within the last 10 years. Just incredible. In terms of the number of households that have been added, I know that the bulk of the building permits here in Warner have been a result of solar installations. Every household, every business, for that matter, every town, now has the ability to be reasonably self-sufficient in the energy that they need and will need to use. And the way I like to think about it is that the sun is very democratic. It falls everywhere. And we're getting a lot better in capturing the benefits of the sun.